never play by the rules. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henry. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Herbert's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're going to go to the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Touchdown, Packers! Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Eckler, the Charger.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Herbert back to the air. And he's got Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert on first down now. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Eckler, the ball.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, Love to pass. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Love. He hits right, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Packers 14, Chargers 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun. Love finishes with a catch over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
first down carry by Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Love going to give this one to Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Jones again.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Jones.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
7 bunches. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. A short little throw taken in by Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
26-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2 from the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. 55, 55. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Love. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Love now on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
1-yard line.
Here's Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Packers 21, Chargers 10. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. Oh, dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run it with Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not Get away from there.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Love now. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
35. Chargers 10. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Right there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Good. Makes the score Packers 35, Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
To throw now. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Slant to Adams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now throwing on first down and completing it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
You know they pay me extra.
Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funches, 75 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. from way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion. And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
today's final score, Packers 41.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Packers, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it?